Okay, question number 21 gives us an equation y equals x plus 1 squared. And it asks us in letter A, the graph of this equation above is a circle or parabola. So if you take a look at this equation, you can see that it is an equation that is written in the form y equals a times x minus h squared plus k. Now take a look at this. The a value is 1, so it doesn't have to be written. The k value here is 0, so it doesn't have to be written. But this is clearly not a circle, because if it were a circle, the y value would also be in parentheses squared. So this graph must be a parabola. Now the next two questions, B and C, are ones that students get wrong a lot. And the reason is they don't spend the time to sketch the graph. So B is asking if the vertex is the minimum point on the graph or the maximum point on the graph. If you take a look at our equation, the a value here is equal to positive 1. So because a is positive 1, the graph must open up. A positive value of a has a graph opening up. A negative value of a is a graph opening down. So in this case, a positive value of a means the graph looks something like this. And if we sketch the vertex on this graph, we'll see that point is the lowest point on the parabola. That means it is a minimum point. If the a value were negative, the graph would be upside down and the vertex would be a maximum point. So letter C is already answered for us. The graph opens, we can see, for this sketch, the graph opens up. The last question, D, asks us, how do we change this vertex form quadratic to standard form? And the answer is, we have to distribute it. And the reason is, if we write out this equation, y equals x plus 1 squared, and we want to get to standard form, which is y equals ax squared plus bx plus c, the first thing we would have to do is square the parentheses. And now you see what I would do is distribute the x's together. X times x is x squared. X times 1, the outside terms, is x. X times 1, there's your inside terms. And 1 times 1 is your last terms. You would have to distribute to get to standard form. So letter D is distribute.